that already came out. Have you ever heard of Resident Evil 6, my friend? Resident Evil 6 is literally that. And Resident Evil 6 did so poor. Everyone hates Resident Evil 6 so much that they consider it to be the worst Resident Evil game of all time. And it's literally not the worst Resident Evil game of all time. The worst Resident Evil game of all time is Umbrella Corps. That game was ass. That was literally Call of Duty Resident Evil. That's what Resident Evil Umbrella Corpse. I think it's a corpse or a corpse, but it's literally Call of Duty Resident Evil style. Resident Evil 6, in my personal opinion, gets way too much hate, man. I get it. It's a freaking action-packed game. But to say the game isn't fun is crazy. That game is one of the most fun. Like, it has some of the most fun mechanics, man. You're able to, like, jump backwards, shoot. You could shoot on the ground. And I understand that people hate Resident Evil 6 because it literally took away all horror aspects of Resident Evil. And there's, like, no resource management whatsoever. But it's a fun game. And if it's a fun game, in my personal opinion, it shouldn't get that much hate. And I think it was kind of cool to see all the main characters in one game. Resident Evil 6 did do that. To see Jake, Wesker's son, fire. Sherry to come back in the franchise. Amazing. Like, who didn't like seeing Sherry and Jake? Wesker's son and William Birkin's daughter. Such a fire concept. The only thing is, they made it too heavy on the action. And I guarantee you, if that game focused more on horror and kind of like took all the elements from all the stories and just made one solid story, that game would do so much better. But they didn't do that. And it's not the worst. In my personal opinion, it's not the worst Resident Evil. Again, that's Umbrella Corps. That game is ass.